Alright, we'll start with today's lecture now. I think most of the students are having half yearly exams, that is why there is a very less number. Anyway, so in the recall means what we have discussed in the previous lecture. So in the previous lecture we have discussed homogeneous differential equation. What is homogeneous differential equation? Homogeneous basically means when your variables are mixed. Like I would like to quote one example. Like homogeneous mixtures are those mixtures in which solvent and solute can't be like separated. For example, a solution of sugar and water, right? And heterogeneous was a mixture in which they can be easily separated. For example, sand and water. So, that is why we have picked up this term homogeneous. Homogeneous means now x and y are so much involved, like they are involved in the same function, and they are mixed. So it is very difficult to separate the variables. That is why variable separable has its limits. Like sometimes there will be functions in which you are not allowed, you are not supposed to separate the variables. So that is why we use homogeneous. So homogeneous, what was the concept behind? Like if there is a term like this y by x, okay, you can just take y is equals to vx. That's it, and you have to make sure that v is function. V is not a constant, it's a function. So when you take y is equals to vx, so if you differentiate it, it will become dy by dx is equals to v plus x dv by dx. Using chain rule, using product rule, you have to do this. So these two are the substitutions. If you are identifying the question as homogeneous, what you are supposed to do is just put y is equals to vx, and then this will be the substitution, and you will be clearing the equation. Got it? Okay, so now we'll start today's lecture. First order linear differential equation. Okay, I'll tell you what is first order linear differential equation. First of all, just see what is the structure of a linear differential equation. Okay, so the basic structure of linear differential equation is dy by dx plus py is equals to q. Here p and q are functions of x. Okay, so this is the main syntax of a linear differential equation. So you have to take care of only two things. The first one is any differential element. For example, dy by dx is there, or example d2y by dx2 is there. It should not have its multiple always in power 1. For example, dy by, if I just write dy by dx whole square plus 5 times dy by dx plus 6 is equals to 0. So this is not a differential equation, not a linear differential equation, sorry. Why it is not a linear differential equation? Because we are seeing that the degree of this dy by dx term is 2. Okay, so this word linear means, this word linear indicates that linear should be power of differential element, power of differential element. Okay, that is why it is called as linear differential equation. Okay, so first thing is this, the first point is this, that it should be linear power. Okay, the second thing is y should not be multiplied with dy by dx. Y should not multiply it with dy by dx. Okay, like if there is something y into dy by dx plus x square is equals to 2, this is also not a linear differential equation. Why? Because y is being multiplied. You can multiply x with the dy by dx term, but you can't multiply y. Y or any function of y. For example, sin y is there, y square is there, y cube is there, 1 by y is there. So you are not supposed to multiply y with your differential element. I hope these 2 points are clear. Okay, so now you tell me. Here are some examples of linear differential equation. You tell me, the first one is a linear differential equation or not? Tell me this one, then this one, then this one, and then this one. 4 examples I have taken. It is clearly not a linear differential equation. Why? Because dy by dx has been multiplied with y, so it is not a differential equation. X raised to the power 4 dy by dx is equals to xy plus 5. Fine, it is good. It is a linear differential equation. Again, we can see that d2y by dx2 is there, but its power is 1 only. and x is multiplied to it. So not y, x is multiplied to it. So that is why it is a differential equation till now. Now if we move to the second term, again dy by dx is there, power is 1 only, right? And again x square is there. So yes, it's also a differential equation, linear differential equation. Okay. Again this is not, because we can see that y is being multiplied with the d2y by dx2. This is clear, this point is clear. You should be very good enough to identify the linear differential equation, because once you identify, then only you can be able to solve it. So these are some basics. I'm sure everything is clear. Okay. So as I told you, what is the general form of a linear differential equation? General form is dy by dx plus py is equals to q. Now it's a star point, please note that. The step one is you have to convert your given linear differential equation into this format. Okay, so what is the specialty in this format? We can see that the dy by dx term containing dy by dx has its coefficient equal to 1. So coefficient of dy by dx should be 1. So this it's a very important start point. Coefficient of dy by dx should be 1. Okay, and the coefficient of term containing y, the coefficient of term containing y is your p. Okay, and third point is p and q. P and q are the functions of x. Okay, so p and q are the functions of x. Now if I say p is 1 and q is 2, so is this possible? Yes, it is possible. First of all, why? Because yes, it is a constant function, so we can say that it is a function of x. So don't get confused. Okay, so could be possible. Alright, so these 3 points are clear. So we have to first look at the standard form of linear differential equation, that is dy by dx plus py is equals to q. Okay, here I have mentioned px. So px and p are the same thing. Why? Because p is supposed to be the function of x only. So p or px. P and px are equal things, which means function of x. Function of x. Good. Till here it is good to go. Okay, fine. Steps to solve linear differential equation. Okay, now I'll write how to solve a linear differential equation. Just note it down, okay, with me. First one is you have to first convert given LDE. I'm sure you all know the full form of LDE, linear differential equation. First convert given LDE into standard form. Now, if I'm talking about converting it into a standard form, that means I am making sure that the coefficient of dy by dx should be equal to 1. Right? This point is included in the first step. And find the values of p and q. First step is clear to you? First convert given LDE into standard form and find the values of p and q. If I'm talking about standard form, converting it into standard form, that means I'm trying to say that you should, what this particular thing means, that you should make the coefficient of dy by dx equal to 1. Make the coefficient of dy by dx equals to 1. Now you have to find integrating factor. you all will ask, what is integrating factor? Correct? It's a good question because you are listening this term for the very first time. So you are supposed to find integrating factor. Now you don't know what is integrating factor. I don't know what is integrating factor. But yes, I'll give you the formula to find integrating factor. And if I'm giving you the formula to find integrating factor, nothing is required. Like you don't do anything with the definition of integrating factor, right? So I'll write using IF. IF is equals to e raised to the power p dx. Okay. So all of you know that p is supposed to be function of x. So you have to integrate p. And if p is a function of x, then you should be having a differential element that is dx. Okay. And whatever the term you are obtaining, just put it down in the power of e. So this whole is your integrating factor. Is this thing clear? So find integrating factor using this formula. IF is equals to e raised to the power integration of p dx. And in the third line I'll write final solution. Okay, what do you mean by solution of a linear differential equation? I've told you in the first lecture, right? Solution means if you are finding the value of y, that is said to be the solution. So if you are successfully able to find the value of y, that means you have solved the differential equation. So that line is very important. Y into if is equals to integration q into if and plus c. This is your solution. Got it? So in the line of solution, I have mentioned y, that means y. Okay. IF. So for IF, we have a formula with us. Okay, that is e raised to the power integration p dx. And whole integration of q into if, product of q and if. So p is given to you, q is given to you by the question itself. If you can find with the help of formula, and then just use the last line to find the complete solution. So please note it down. These are the steps. Let me know once you are done. Done? Okay. So now we have a question with us. Solve the following differential equation. X squared dy by dx plus y is equals to 1. Okay, guys, let me know. This is written in its standard form or not? This is written in its standard form or not? No, obviously. Why? Because the coefficient of dy by dx is x square. But we have to make the coefficient of dy by dx as equals to 1. So what we are going to do? We are going to divide the entire equation with x square. So this will be written as dy by dx plus, now it will become y upon x square equals to 1 upon x square. Yes, clear? So this is right now what we are having with us. This is the standard form. Now, what is the first step? You have to find the values of p and q. So I can see that if I just compare it with dy by dx plus py is equals to q. So p is everything that is written with the y. So we can say that p is 1 upon x square and q is everything on the right hand side, 1 upon x square. So we are having the same values of p and q. Okay. So p is our 1 by x square and q is our 1 by x square. So first step, I think I have successfully executed the first step. Now what is the second step? Second step is I have to find integrating factor. So integrating factor will be given as e raised to the power integration of p dx. Got it? Again e raised to the power integration of, now what is the integration of p? The value of p is 1 upon x square. So you have to integrate this. So now we'll do a rough calculation. I'll draw a line over here and I'll integrate this. What is integration of 1 upon x square dx? Put that in the chat. See, this can be written as integration of x raised to the power minus 2 dx. Now we can simply use the formula x raised to the power integration of x raised to the power n dx. So the answer is x raised to the power n plus 1 upon n plus 1 plus c. So by this formula we are getting the integration to be x raised to the power minus 2 plus 1, that is x raised to the power minus 1 upon minus 1 plus c. So we are having e raised to the power. Now can I just write, okay, I have integrated now, so I will not use this sign now. Can I write minus 1 upon x? Yes, minus 1 upon x. I can write it like plus c. No, not c, because it is only p dx. So e raised to the power, it implies that my IF is successfully calculated as e raised to the power minus 1 by x. Okay, I'll write it in a proper way. Minus 1 by x. I think we have good to go with the second step. Now what is the third step? So third step is y into IF. So IF is e raised to the power minus 1 by x is equals to integration q into IF. Now the value of q is 1 upon x square and multiplied by e raised to the power, again integrating factor minus 1 by x into dx and plus c. Okay, so now we have to solve from this line. Now how to integrate this particular integral? So everybody can see, like, we can take minus 1 upon x as t. So ultimately minus 1 upon x square dx will be dt. Okay, so 1 upon x square and dx can be replaced with minus dt. So minus e raised by t dt plus c. This is y into e raised by minus 1 by x. Okay, not here. So I should not write it here. I was integrating this, right? So y into e raised to the power minus is equals to this. So now what is the integral of e raised per t? It is e raised per t only. So it is minus e raised to the power t. Now what is t? T is minus 1 upon x. So minus 1 by x. Okay, just wait. Minus 1 upon x means minus 1. It will be plus 1 upon x square. Yes, sorry. It will be plus 1 upon x square dx equals to dt. Because if you differentiate 1 upon x, the answer is minus 1 upon x square. But you are differentiating minus 1 by x. So it will be plus 1 upon x square. So we are not having minus sign over here. Yeah, this is the final answer. So we have got the answer to be plus c. So y into e raised to the power minus 1 by x is equals to e raised to the power minus 1 by x plus c. This is the final answer. This is the final answer. Anyone having any kind of doubt? Yeah, this was the substitution and this was the substitution. Got it, everybody? Divide by x square. Yeah. Parikshit, the answer is clear to you? Okay. Have you noted? All right. Now solve this question on your own. So this question is from JEE Mains 2021. Okay. In the solution and the question that we were discussing previously, it was a very basic question from CBSE only. So I was doing by myself. But now this question is from JEE and you have to do it on your own. Let me know the answer in the chat. Yes, all of you, are you getting the answer? Okay, so differential equation is cos x square x dy plus 2 dx is equals to 1 plus y cos 2x. And again it is cos x square x. Yeah, dx. Fine. And see, y of pi by 4 is equals to 0. That means when x is equals to pi by 4, then y is 0. So do you know what is this information? I've discussed it several times. It is a particular solution. So you can use it. Once you get the final answer, now you can put these value. Okay, so we have to find the value for this. That means again particular solution has been asked, is being asked. C. Sai has answered that it is C. Okay, we'll see. So first of all, try to make it, convert it into standard form. So what we are supposed to do, we should divide each term with dx. Okay, dx and dx. So if I just divide it by dx and dx. So first of all, it will get cancelled. This is nothing, just 2, this is nothing. So we are left with, okay, cos x square x is also there. So should divide by cos x square x also. So this will be dy by dx plus now 2 upon cos x square x, that means sin square x. 2 sin square x equals to 1 plus y cos 2x. 1 plus y cos 2x. And cos x square x you are dividing, that means it is only 1 plus cos 2x, okay? Now what you are supposed to do? Now you can write this as dy by dx, okay, minus y cos 2x. Because this term you can shift it to the left hand side, minus y cos 2x. And this will become 1 minus 2 sin square x. Now what is 1 minus 2 sin square x? 1 minus 2 sin square x again cos 2x. dy by dx minus y cos 2x is equals to cos 2x. So now this is the standard form. We have obtained standard form now. So what are the values of P and Q? If we see, P is minus cos 2x, the coefficient of y, and Q is cos 2x. Okay, clear? This thing is clear? Okay. Now integrating factor. So we should find integrating factor in this space only. Okay. So what is integrating factor? So if will be e raised to the power integration of p dx. So it is e raised to the power integration of minus cos 2x dx. Okay, so what is the integration of cos 2x? So integration of cos x is sin x only, right? So we will apply chain rule over here. So minus cos 2x will be minus sin 2x and divided by 2. Integration of minus cos 2x dx will be minus sin 2x by 2. So this will brings me to write minus sin 2x by 2. Getting the things right? Sai, have you got the integrating factor correct? E raised to the power minus sin 2x by 2. Correct? Yes. Okay, fine. So now we can go with the third step. So what is third step now? Just write y into if is equals to integration of full integration of q into if and plus c. So y into if. What is if? E raised to the power minus sin 2x by 2. Integration now what was q? Q was cos 2x. So it is cos 2x multiplied by e raised to the power minus sin 2x by 2. Minus sin 2x by 2 dx. Okay. Now how to integrate this function? So how to integrate this function? Again take minus sin 2x by 2 is equals to t. Now what is the derivative of minus sin 2x by 2? It will be minus 1 by 2. Derivative of sin 2x is cos 2x into 2. So this is cancelled. So it is minus cos 2x dx is equals to dt. Got it? So this can be replaced with t, and this whole can be replaced with minus dt. So this is nothing just c. So this will become minus integration of e raised to the power t dt. Got it? Now what is the answer? It is minus e raised to the power t only. So it can be written as minus e raised to the power, now t was minus sin 2x by 2 plus c. So this was equals to y into e raised to the power minus sin 2x by 2. Okay, this is just substitutions, so this is not a part of solution. Okay, so what is the final? Final is y into y into e raised to the power minus sin 2x by 2 is equals to minus e raised to the power minus sin 2x by 2 plus c. This is the final differential equation. Sorry, this is the final function, sorry. Got it? Now you have to substitute these values. When x is pi by 4, y is 0. So we'll put x is equals to pi by 4 and y is equals to 0. So this will brings me to write, if y is 0, this entire term is 0. So 0 is equals to pi by 4. So pi by 2 into pi by 4 is pi by 2. Sin pi by 2 is 90. Sin 90 is 1. Minus 1 by 2. E raised to minus e raised to power minus 1 by 2 plus c. So it implies that c is e raised to the power minus 1 by 2. This is the value of c. Okay. Now what is the question asking? The question is asking us to find the value of y of 0 plus 1 whole square. So that means when x is 0, what is y? Okay. So I'll write y of 0 will be, okay, I'll not write y of 0. I'll simply put the values of x. So I have to put the value of x. So it is x is 0, right? So it is 0, 0. E raised to power 0 is 1. So y is equals to minus e raised to power 0 minus e. Yes, because, and e raised to power 0, sorry, because x is 0, right? Plus c. And c is minus of e raised to power minus 1 by 2. So this is nothing just 1. So y is equals to minus 1 plus, sorry, minus, again minus e raised power minus 1 by 2, right? So we can shift this 1 to the left hand side, so y plus 1 is e raised power minus 1 by 2. Got it? Now you have to find the square of this term, so just whole square it. So we'll just whole square, that means it implies that y plus 1 whole square will be, now this is the thing that the question is asking, e raised power minus 1 by 2 whole square. So it is e raised power minus 1, or I can say 1 by e. This is the answer. So what is there in the question? We are getting 1 by e. Yeah, C option. Very good, Sai. Correct. C is the correct answer. Alright, this question is clear to everybody? Kyle has joined, but she's very late in the session. Kyle, are the things clear to you? Okay. So now, next question. Again, this is a question. Try to solve it on your own. JEE Advanced 2015. What is the question? Okay, that's fine. But whenever you join the session, Kyle, are you able to do the things like I am telling the things that it is understandable? Okay, okay, fine. Now this is the question. So 1 plus e raised to the power x into y dash. Y dash means dy by dx only. Plus y into e raised to the power x is equals to 1. Okay. And see, this is again what is given to us. This is another particular solution. When x is equals to 0, y is 2. And since it's a question from JEE Advanced 2015, that means it's a multi-correct. So it's a multi-correct. Multi-correct questions mean more than one options can be true. So fine. First of all, try to solve this differential equation. So this will be like divided by 1 plus e raised power x. So dy by dx plus e raised power x into y and divided by entire 1 plus e raised power x. And here it will be again 1 upon 1 plus e raised power x. Okay, this is the standard differential equation. Now what are the values of P and Q? P is e raised power x divided by 1 plus e raised to the power x. And Q is 1 upon 1 plus e raised to the power x. Should we start solving for integrating factor? Okay, so how to find integrating factor? IF will be e raised to the power integration of p, that is e raised power x upon 1 plus e raised power x into dx. Okay, see. So how to integrate this function? Put 1 plus e raised to the power x is equals to t. I got if is equals to 1 plus e power x. Okay, I'll check. Okay, 1 plus e raised power x. So e raised power x dx will be dt. Okay, so that means this entire term is dt and this entire term is t. So it is just e raised to the power dt by t. So it is e raised to the power log t. Okay, and it is just t only. And what is the value of t? It is 1 plus e raised to power x. Good. Parikshit, you have got the right answer. So if is 1 plus e raised to the power x. And these are the substitutions, okay? Now I'll solve the rest of the question over here. Yes. Now what is the solution? Final solution. So y into if is equals to integration of q into if plus c. So y into if was 1 plus e raised to the power x, right? Is equals to, the value of q is also 1 plus 1 upon 1 plus e raised to the power x, right? This was the value of q that we have got. Yeah, 1 upon 1 plus e raised to the power x. And multiplied by if is 1 plus e raised to the power x only. So these terms will get cancelled. This and this will get cancelled. So integration of 1 is x only. So x plus c. So y into 1 plus e raised to the power x is equals to x plus c. This is the solution. Okay. Now put the values of x and y. So when x is 0, y is 2. So when x is 0, y is 2. So I'll write 2 into 1 plus e raised to the power 0 is equals to c, because x plus c, that means 0 plus c. So 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 into 2 is 4. 4 is equals to c. So we have got the value of c to be 4. Okay. So that means y into 1 plus e raised to the power x is equals to x plus 4. Can you just find the value of y? So y will be x plus 4 upon divided by 1 plus e raised to the power x. 1 plus e raised to the power x. This is the solution. Complete solution we have got. Now, once we have got the value of y, now we can see what is the question. The question is saying y of minus 4 is equals to 0. So put the value of y as minus 4. So minus 4 is equals to, sorry, y of minus 4. That means you have to put the value of x is equals to minus 4. So when you put x is equals to minus 4, so it is minus 4 plus 4. Yeah, correct. Y is 0. That means this first option is correct. A is correct. Y of minus 2 is equals to 0. When you are putting x of x is equals to minus 2, it is not 0. So it is wrong. Yx has a critical point in the interval minus 1 comma 0. Okay. Be very practical over here. Okay. Yx has a critical point in the interval minus 1 comma 0. So if we are talking about critical point, what do you mean by critical point? So this critical point means, see, this critical point means dy by dx. Critical point means dy by dx is equals to 0. This is the only definition of critical point, right? When we were studying application of derivative, so we use this. Critical point is where the differential derivative of the function is either 0 or not defined. See, you can, so if you are going to discuss about critical point now, so you have to first of all find dy by dx. So we are having y with us. So we are having y with us. So what we can do, we can find dy by dx with the help of this equation. So dy by dx will be, just differentiate this. So 1 plus e raised to the power x into derivative of x plus 4 is 1 only, minus x plus 4 multiplied by e raised to the power x. And in the whole square it will be 1 plus e raised to the power x whole square. This is going to be the derivative. Okay. So can we just simplify it? So dy by dx is 1 plus e raised to the power x only, and minus x into e raised to the power x and minus 4 into e raised to the power x divided by 1 plus e raised to the power x whole square. This is the derivative. This is the derivative. Okay, now see, So the question is saying that yx has a critical point in the interval -1, 0. So we can do one thing. We can find the value of dy by dx. We can find the value of dy by dx at -1, and we can find the value of dy by dx at 0. Okay, because interval is -1, 0. Okay, so if interval is -1, 0, that means you are plotting the graph of dy by dx like this. Okay, from here -1 to 0, -1 and 0. Now see, it's very interesting. First of all, what is the value of just wait. Yeah, what is the value of dy by dx at x is equals to -1? So when you put x is equals to -1, this will be first we can solve the value at dy by dx equals to 0, right? So when you put x is equals to 0, when x is 0, so dy by dx will be, see, this is positive. The denominator is positive. The denominator is everywhere positive because 1 plus e raised per s whole square is there. But you are putting this x is equals to 0, so this will become 2 and minus 0, 2 minus 0, okay? No, x is equals to 0, that means e raised per 0, so that is 1. So 1 plus 1 is 2, okay, sorry, minus 0 and minus 4. So this is negative. Negative you are getting. So negative upon positive means entirely negative, okay? So entirely negative. So at x is equals to 0, we are having some negative value of y. Okay, so somewhere here we can say this is the value of y. Are you getting my point? If I am putting the value of x is equals to 0, so there is a negative numerator and positive denominator. So overall it is a negative value, okay, of dy by dx. Good. Now just check for dy by dx at x is equals to -1. So again denominator is positive. Again at x is equals to -1 also because it's a whole square. And if you are taking x is equals to -1, so this will become 1 plus 1 upon e, right? Minus plus into e raised to the power -1, and again -4 into e raised to the power -1. Okay, see. So this is 1 plus 1 upon e plus 1 upon e and -4 upon e. See, all these value will be always positive. All these value will be always positive, right? You got this? So that means it's a positive numerator and positive denominator. So that means it's a positive value. So now at x is equals to -1, you are having somewhere positive value. So if your dy by dx is varying in this manner from -1 to 0, so that means it must be cutting at this point. Somewhere at this point it will cut the x-axis, right? And if it is cutting the x-axis, that means dy by dx is 0. If it is cutting the x-axis, that means dy by dx is 0. So we don't know what is the critical point or how many are the critical points. But yes, we have one critical point in this range -1 to 0. So this is again correct. This is also correct and this is wrong because no critical point, it is not valid because since we have seen that there is one critical point in this interval. Okay, tell me, are there any queries in the question? Visible or not visible? Let me know once you are done. Guys, let me know whether you have noted the question or not. Note it. Alright. So now I'm giving you a break of 10 minutes. So we'll resume the session after 10 minutes, okay? Alright students, the class is resumed. The break is over. Quickly turn back your cameras again so that we can proceed for the session. Okay. So now there is alternate form of linear differential equation. Now what is this alternate form? See, there are two forms only. Okay. The first form was this that I've told you, dy by dx plus py is equals to q. Right? Second form is dx by dy plus px is equals to q. Okay. So if you are seeing that it is getting converted into dy by dx, then you have to make sure then that you are having a term which is py, so that you can compare the coefficient of y with the p. And if you are having dx by dy, that means you must have one term which is containing x. Okay. So the only difference is, like here if is, like in this case, then in this case if is e raised to the power integration of p dx, right? In this case if is same integration, e raised to the power integration of p dy, because now p and q will be functions of y. Okay, the only difference is this, and rest the all the both the forms are somewhat similar. Got this point? Okay, so now we'll see one question based on this. Let y is equals to yx be a differential equation, be the solution curve of the differential equation y square minus x. Y square minus x into dy by dx is equals to 1. Satisfying y of 0 is equals to 1. So y of 0 is equals to 1 means what? When x is 0, y is 1. So this is a particular solution. So one particular solution is given to us. This is a particular solution. Okay, so how we are going to do this? First of all, dy by dx will be 1 upon y square minus x. Is there a glitch in the question itself? Wait, let me check with the question, okay? Just give me a minute. Yes. Okay, so the question is, see, there is nothing wrong with the question. The question is right. Y square minus x into dy by dx is written, right? Into dy by dx is equals to 1 is written. So we can write this as y square minus x is equals to dx by dy. Okay. Since just now we have studied about dx by dy plus py is equals to plus px is equals to q form, right? So that is why I was confused, like why it is dy by dx. So I thought it is dx by dy. Okay. So now what you can do dx by dy plus x is equals to y square. Okay, if you just shift this term to the right hand side. So now you have obtained one differential equation of the second type that we have just discussed. So dx by dy plus x is equals to y square. Now what are the values of p and q? So the value of p is, compare it with the with dx by dy plus px is equals to q. So p is 1 only and q is y square. Okay, p is 1 and q is y square. So now what will be integrating factor? P dy. Right, if will be e raised to the power integration of p dy. So e raised to the power integration of p 1 dy, it is y only. So e raised to the power y. Now y into if e raised to the power y is equals to integration of q into if. So what is q? The value of q is y square into e raised to the power y plus c. Okay, so now we have to integrate this function y square into ey. Now can anybody tell me what is the trick to integrate this function y square ey dy? I've told you di method, right? If you just remember, there was one method which is di method. So write y square over here, then write 2y over here, then write 2 over here, and then write 0 over here. And similarly, e raised power y will be e raised power y, will be e raised power y, and will be e raised power y. And then this term is plus, this is minus, this is plus, this is minus. And you have to cross multiply. Okay? So like this will be multiplied with this is multiplied with this is multiplied with this. So what is the final answer? It implies that y into e raised power y will be equal to it is y square e raised power y minus 2y e raised power y and plus 2 e raised to power y plus c. So this is the final answer. Okay, now what is the particular solution? Particular solution what? When x is equals to 0, y is equals to 1. So put x is equals to 0, and y is equals to 1. So x is equals to 0 means we are not having any term of x, and y is 1. Wait, I think I have just wait. Oh shit. See, I have used this formula wrong. Since we are talking about second form, right? We are talking about second form. So as soon as if is changed, integrating factor is changed, the last line will also automatically change, right? It's a common sense. So x into e raised to this. Now we have to write x instead of y. We have to write x because now x is the main variable. Okay, and q into same. Okay, wait. We'll do this very quickly. So this is wrong. You don't have to copy this solution. Yeah. So we will write again. This line is also not correct. Yes. So now rather we should write the final answer, that is x into integrating factor. So x into integrating factor, that is e raised to power y, is equals to integration of q. Q was y square into e raised to power y plus c. Yeah. So it is x into e raised to the power y equals to, again same, y square into e raised to power y minus 2y e raised to power y and plus 2 e raised to power y plus c. Yeah, this is the thing. So when x is equals to 0 and y is equals to 1, just put down the values. X is 0, so this is 1. So this is e raised to the power y, e raised to power 1 minus 2 into e raised to power 1 plus 2 e raised to power 1 plus c is equals to 0. Right? When you are using this particular solution. Wait. Yeah. Okay. So we have to write when x is equals to 0, y is 1. Yeah. So this brings me to write this. So this is just 0 is equals to e minus plus c. So this will cancel. So that is c is equals to minus e. The value of c is minus e. Got this one? It's a very easy question. The only thing is the standard form is changed. So just now, just like we were discussing dy by dx plus py is equals to q. Now we are discussing dx by dy plus px is equals to q. All right. So this curve intersects the x-axis at a point where abscissa is. That means if the curve is intersecting x-axis, intersecting x-axis, so that means y is going to be 0 for that. So x comma 0 is the point. So we have to put x comma 0 into the final answer. So x into e raised to the power 0 is equals to, again every term is 0. So c is minus e only. So x is equals to minus e only. This is the answer. X is equals to minus e. Yeah, B option. Got it? See, just focus on what the question is asking. What is the thing that the question is asking? The question is asking this curve intersects the x-axis. Now suppose I am having a curve with me like this. Any curve. So if it is intersecting the x-axis, that means it must have moved some distance on the x-axis, right? But obviously if the curve intersects x-axis, that means a comma 0 is this point. We don't know the value of a, that is abscissa. But y is surely it is going to be 0. So that is why this was the point. And now since you have got the point, so just substitute this point. Yeah, substitute this point in this differential equation. And you'll get the final answer. Is the question clear to you guys? This question is clear to you, everybody? Let me know. Have you noted the question? Parikshit, it is done. Okay. Okay, try to solve this one now on your own. Again, it's a question from Advanced 2016. Fx is equals to fx can't be equal to 2 of 2 times of fx. Give me a minute. Yeah, please correct the question. It is wrong. F dash x is equals to 2 minus fx by x. This is the small change in the question. Okay, this is f dash x. Okay, so I'll write it in a better form. F dash x is equals to 2 minus fx by x. Now replace your f dash x with dy by dx is equals to 2 minus y by x. Okay, so we can write this as dy by dx plus y by x is equals to 2. Okay, you can solve this question now. It's a very easy question of the type 1 only. So P is 1 by x and Q is 2. Try to do it on your own and let me know the answer. See, again it's a question from Advanced 2016. That means it is going to be a multi-correct. So what you have to do is carefully look at the options. Limit x tends to 0 plus f dash of 1 by x. Limit x tends to 0 plus x into f of 1 by x. X square into f dash x and fx. So clearly you need to find fx and f dash x, right? What are the terms associated in this question? F dash of 1 by x is there. Okay, x fx, x into f of 1 by x is there. Second option. X square into f dash of x is there, and fx is there. So that means this we have to find, this we have to find, this we have to find, this we have to find. Okay, so first find fx, that is the fx means y. So you have to solve this differential equation first. So we'll be solving this differential equation. Now how it is going to be solved? Yeah, the value of p is 1 by x and the value of q is 2. So integrating factor will be e raised to the power. What is integrating factor? It is e raised to the power integration of p dx. So e raised to the power integration of 1 by x dx. Okay, so e raised to the power log x, or I can say just x. So now y into if, y into x is equals to integration of q, 2 into integrating factor, that is x, and plus c. So 2 into x square by 2 plus c yx. So I can say that 2 and 2 will get cancelled. So yx is equals to x square plus c. This is the solution. So it implies that y is x square plus c upon x, or I can write it as x plus c by x. Okay, x plus c by x is equals to y. This you have got the value of fx now. Okay, so the value of fx is x plus c by x. Now see, what are the main point that the question is indicating? The question has indicated one very important point, that f of 1 not equals to 1. That means f of 1 is not equals to 1 when you put the value of x. When you put the value of x to be 1, when x is not equals to 1, that means 1 plus c is not equals to 1. That means c is not equals to 0. Got it? When you are saying that f of 1 is not equals to 1, so just put the value 1 plus c is not equals to 1. So that means c is not equals to 0. So we know that c is not 0. So c is something, but it is not 0. Okay. Now what are the options? Look at the options very carefully. First of all, fx. Mod of fx is less than 2. So we'll first try to focus on mod of fx. So what is mod of fx? It will be mod of x plus c by x, right? Okay. So values, it is saying that it is less than equal to 2 for all x belongs to 0 to 2. So when your x is varying from 0 to 2, just look at the interval. So put the value of x to be 0. So when x is 0, like limit x tends to 0, 0 plus, okay. So this will be 0 plus c by 0 plus, right? Now since c is not 0, so 1 upon 0, what is 1 upon 0 plus? What 1 upon 0 plus is infinity. 1 upon 0 plus is infinity, right? Because this is the graph, na? If you draw the graph of 1 by x, this is the graph. Like this and like this. At points, the graph will be cutting the at infinity. This is plus infinity and this is minus infinity. So that means this option is completely wrong. This is wrong. Why? Because this value is not 2. It is going to infinity. And the option is saying that f mod of fx is less than equal to 2 only. So yes, this is wrong. Now similarly, what are the options? F of, yeah, okay. We can see B option. B option is limit x tends to 0 plus. Limit x tends to 0 plus x into f of 1 by x. X into 1 by f of 1 by x. We have to find f of 1 by x first. So what is fx? We are having fx as x plus c by x. So our fx is x plus c by x. So what will be x? So first of all, f dash 1 by x will be 1 by x plus c, cx. And now multiplied by x. So x into f of 1 by x is 1 plus cx square. Okay. Now find limit. Limit x tends to 0 plus x into f of 1 by x. So this will be 1 only. So we have got the answer, that is, it is 1. Now what is the option saying? Option is saying it is 2. No, it is also wrong. B is also wrong. Okay. Now in the A option it is f dash of 1 by x, and in the B option, C option it is again f dash x. So we can find f dash x first, right? So what is f dash x? Since you are having your fx is like this, so f dash x will be 1 plus 1 minus c upon x square. C upon x square. Right? 1 minus c upon x square. Now multiplied by x square. Multiplied by x square. So x square into f dash x will be x square minus c. Right? X square minus c. Now what is the limit? Limit is x tends to 0 plus. So when you put limit x tends to 0 plus of x square into f dash x, so this will be minus c. You have got the value to be minus c. And what is the question saying? It is saying 0. It is saying 0. Now tell me, if your answer is minus c, and we have clearly we have clearly saw that c is not equals to 0. So if the answer is minus c, that means this term is not equals to 0. This means not equals to 0. But the option is saying that it is 0. That means again this option is also wrong. So C is also wrong. So when 3 options are wrong, that means A is ultimately the correct answer. Or you can find it also. So now what is the A option? A option is limit x tends to 0 f of 1 by x. Limit x tends to 0. Sorry, what was the option? Limit x tends to 0 plus f dash of 1 by x. F dash of 1 by x. So f dash of 1 by x. We have to find. So what is f dash x? F dash x was 1 minus c by x square. So 1 minus c by x square. So what will be f dash of 1 by x? So replace your x with 1 by x. So 1 minus c upon 1 by x square, cx square. So when you will put limit x tends to 0 plus into f dash of 1 by x. So this term will be 0. So it is 1 only. Yeah, so this is correct. Alright. So have you understood, clearly understood the question? This was, we were checking which option? We were checking x into f of 1 by x. Yeah, we were checking B option. So option B is this. And where we have checked option number, okay, this. This is option number D. This is option number D. And this is A. And this is option number C. Okay, so we have investigated each option. A, B, C, and D. And we have found out that A is the only correct one. This is wrong, and this is wrong. Is this thing visible to you guys? Now it is visible, okay? Note it down and let me know once you are done. Should we always check each and every option, sir? Yes. If it is a question from JEE Advanced, you have to do that. See, because what is the logic behind it? Every question from Advanced is tentatively multi-correct. Now, by luck, you are getting only one option in this as correct answer, right? But Advanced usually has a multi-correct option. So if the options are multi-correct, that means you have to check each option, right? First of all, suppose you are checking A option and then you got the right answer. So you will take A and leave the question. No. There might be a possibility that B, C or D could also be correct, right? Yeah. And this is maths, right? So you have to be very particular about the logic. So if the question is saying there are 4 options and in each of the 4 options there are certain terms. So I can find each and every term, right? What is the problem? If you enjoy maths, na, you will do that. Okay. Okay, so now we'll be moving to the last concept of this class, that is reducible linear differential equation or standard form of reducible linear differential equation. Okay, so we can take this with the help of one example. Okay, so allow me 2 minutes. I'll go get some water for me and then we'll start. Yeah, okay. So moving on to the next topic, last topic of this class, reducible linear differential equation. Now what is reducible linear differential equation? See, as you can see, dy by dx plus py is equals to qx but multiplied with some function of y. If this is the case, see, we are having dy by dx plus py is equals to q. This is the case that we have been studying, okay, from the very start. But it is just not q, it is y into n also. Sorry, y raised to the power n also. So there is something extra that is being added to the question, right? So we have to reduce this. So how you are going to reduce this? So you have to make sure that there is no term of y multiplied with q, and then you will get the answer. So in this case, what we can do? We can divide the entire equation with y raised to the power n, right? So we will see this question. We learn this concept with the help of one question only. Suppose this is the case. See. So dy by dx is xy plus x cube y square. Okay. So you can write this as dy by dx minus xy is equals to x cube y square. Okay, so if you compare it with dy by dx plus py is equals to q. So the value of p is minus x and the value of q is x cube. But there is this y square which is extra. This is the term that is extra, right? So what you are going to do? So as I have told you, you have to divide the term with everything with y square. So this will become c. So this will become dy by dx into 1 by y square minus what will be here? It will be x by y. Okay, because xy upon y square will be x by y, and this is your x cube. Got it? Now whatever is written with the x, you just write it as, take it as t. So suppose I took minus 1 by x, minus 1 by y as equals to t. So what will be the differentiation? Minus 1 by y is equals to t. So what will be the differentiation? Derivative of this function? It will be 1 upon y square. 1 upon y square will be dt by dy. Got it? Got it? See. So what we can do over here? If we are taking minus 1 by y as t, so just differentiate it with respect to x. So it will be 1 by y square into dy by dx is equals to dt by dx. Okay. So if you took minus 1 by y is equals to t, 1 by y square dy by dx is equals to dt by dx. So this term will be now, this term will become dt by dx. And whatever is written with the x, that is minus 1 by y, or I can write it as now tx plus tx is equals to x cube. Okay. So just like dy by dx plus py is equals to q, sorry, px is equals to q. You can compare this. What is the thing that has been changed? Only y is not there. Now your variable is t. Okay. So what is the value of p? What is the value of p? The value of p is x in this case. Sorry, not x. I have to write y, right? Yeah. Py is equals to q. Yes. So when dy by dx is there, you are having a term with it with y. See, whenever dy by dx is there, you are provided with a term that is py, right? So when dt by dx is there, you are provided with the term with t in it. with t in it, right? So you are having one term with t in it. So p is always the coefficient of that term. So that means p is equals to x and q is equals to x cube. Now you can find the answer. P is x and q is x cube. Okay, so on comparing. Okay, this equation, on comparing this equation with this. Okay, find integrating factor now. E raised to the power p dx. So e raised to the power x dx. That is e raised to the power x square by 2. So y into if. Now not just y. So t into if now. Okay, so t into e raised to the power x square by 2 is equal to integration of x cube into e raised to the power x square by 2. E raised to the power x square by 2, right? Yeah, everything is right. Okay, okay, fine, fine, fine. So just integrate this function now. So t into e raised to the power x square by 2 is integration of x cube into e raised to the power x by 2. How we are going to do it x square by 2 is equals to, again just say as v. So 1 upon 2 into 2x is dx is dv. So x dx is dv. So x square, you are left with x square into x into dx and into e raised to the power x square by 2. We can split like this, right? So what are the terms? X and dx can be replaced with dv and this can be replaced with v. So it is x square into e raised to the power v dv. Yes, and x square is 2. We can find the value of x square. We can find the value of x square from here. So x square is 2v. So that means this is 2v into e raised to the power v dv. Alright, now we can use again di method. So what is di method? D and I. E raised to the power v and v. So 1 e raised to the power v and then 0 e raised to the power v. Yes? And then cross multiplying with this and this. And the signs will be plus, minus, plus. So what is the final answer? T into, see, T into e raised to the power x square by 2 is integration of this only. Okay. So that is 2 into v into ev. So v into ev and minus ev minus e raised to the power v, and then it is 0. So yeah, complete. Plus c. Now do the all the substitutions. Okay. Now what was your v and what was your t? So value of t was, the value of t was minus 1 by y. So I'll write minus 1 by y. So minus 1 by y into e raised to the power x square by 2, okay, is equals to 2 into v. Now what is v? V is x square by 2. So I'll write x square by 2 e raised to the power x square by 2 again minus e raised to the power x square by 2 plus c. Yeah, this is the final function. Is this clear now? What was the question? Yeah, we have to solve only. So yeah, this is the answer. Quickly copy this. So what is the main agenda over here? The main agenda is the only form that we have studied is dy by dx plus py is equals to q. Okay, see. The main agenda is we have studied only this form. We have studied only this form. Dy by dx plus py is equals to q. But sometimes the question will not directly give you y and x. Okay, so what will be the problem? Q is multiplied with some powers of y. Okay, q into y raised per n. So you have to make sure that there is only q. No y must be multiplied to it. So whatever the term it is written, there is written with the q, just divide it by the entire question. So when you do so, whenever you do so, so dy by dx will also get changed. Okay, see, as we can see. So we have did the process like this. So we have got 1 by y square dy by dx. So, but now we have to convert our differential element also. Okay, so just put minus 1 by y as t and then 1 by y square dy by dx as dt by dx. So everything will be converted into dt by dx plus tx is equals to x cube. Just like this, dt by dx plus tx. Yeah. Px is equals to q. So now you will for sure have one term which is containing t. So here this is the term. Okay. Are you getting this point? This question is clear to everyone? Want to solve one question on your own? Let me know. Have you noted the question? Okay. Try this one now. It's a very good question from mains 2021. If the curve y is equals to yx represented by the solution of differential equation 2xy square minus y times dx plus x dx is equals to 0, passes through the intersection of the lines 2x minus 3y is equals to 1 and 3x plus 2y is equals to 8, then mod of y of 1 is equals to, you have to find the value. Okay, so I'll check whether the question is right or not, then you can proceed for the question. Alright, it is x dy. Okay, x dy. Yeah. Is equals to 0. So how I got to know that the question is wrong? There is a typing error because both the terms were dx, right? So it is not possible. So here please do the corrections. Dy. Okay, so we'll start solving. We have to divide it by dx. So this will become 2xy square minus y plus x dy by dx. Okay, is equals to 0. So it can be written as x dy by dx plus 2xy square minus y is equals to 0. Okay. So I have to divide it with the x also. So it will become dy by dx plus 2y square minus y by x is equals to 0. Okay. So it implies that dy by dx minus y by x is equals to minus 2y square. So what is the extra term that is written over here? See, this is the extra term. This is the extra term, y square. Yes, minus 2 was fine, but y square is extra. So what we have to do? We have to write 1 by y square dy by dx minus, if we divide it by 1 by y square, so this will be 1 upon xy and is equals to minus 2. Okay, now what we can do? We can take minus 1 by x as equals to t now. Sorry, not minus 1 by x. We can take 1 by minus 1 by y as equals to t now. So 1 by y square dy by dx will be equal to dt by dx. Same is the question, right? So this term will get converted into dt by dx. So this term will become dt by dx. And we have converted minus 1 by y, that means this is plus t by x is equals to minus 2. Now what are the values of p and q? This you have got, this you have reduced. Okay, this is what reduced linear differential equation. This is the only concept that we have studied. So now we can find the values of p and q. So p is 1 by x and q is minus 2. Why p is 1 by x? Because p is the term, or I should write coefficient of term containing t. Yes, this is the important concept. Okay, because when you are reducing the linear differential equation now, so you will definitely get a term with this in which it is containing t. Quickly find out what is integrating factor. Integrating factor will be e raised to the power integration of p dx, 1 by x dx. So it will be e raised to the power log x. So that is x only. So now what is the answer? T into x will be integration of q minus 2 into x. Okay, so tx is basically minus 2 into x square by 2 plus c. So this will get cancelled. So tx, what is the value of t? Now you can substitute, so value of t is minus 1 by y. So minus 1 by y into x is equals to minus x square plus c. This we have got. Okay, now what is the particular solution in this case? C. What is the particular solution? We'll read the question again. It is saying that this curve, or I can say the solution of this differential equation is the curve which is passing through the intersection of 2x minus 3y is equals to 1. So there is a one line and one line. So one line is 2x minus 3y is equals to 1. And the other line is 3x plus 2y is equals to 8. So this is 3x plus 2y is equals to 8. So how you are supposed to find the value of intersection, point of intersection? This is x comma y simply, right? Just solve the two equations simultaneously. So we'll do the solving. 2x minus 3y is equals to 1 and 3x plus 2y, oh god, is equals to 8. So multiply it by 3. This is 6x minus 9y is equals to 3. Multiply it by 2. This is 6x plus 4y is equals to 16. Subtract this. So if you subtract, do the subtraction. So this will be cancelled, and minus 9 minus 1 is minus 13y is equals to 3 minus 16 is minus 13. Minus minus 13, 13. Y is equals to 1. When y is equals to 1, what is the value of x? So 3x plus 2 is equals to 8. That means 3x is equals to 6. That means x is equals to 2. So now you have got the value of x is equals to 2 and y is equals to 1. So this is the particular solution. So put the value of x as, what was the value? I forgot. 2 and y as 1. When x is 2, y is 1. So this will help you to find the value of c. Okay. So minus 2 by 1 is equals to minus 2 square. Minus of x square. So minus 2 like this plus c. So minus 2 is equals to minus 4 plus c. So it implies that minus 2 plus 4. 4 minus 2. 2 is equals to c. The value of c is 2. What is the question now? What is the question asking? Y of 1. Mod of y of 1. Okay. So now we will find the y of 1. That means you have to put the value of x as 1. So when x as 1. When x is 1. What is the value of y? So put in this equation that we have got. So minus 1 by y. Okay. Is equals to minus 1 plus 2. The value of c is 2, right? So minus 1 by y is 2 minus 1, that is 1. So y is minus 1. So y is minus 1, but the question is asking mod y, right? The question is asking mod y. So you have to find the mod also. So mod y will be mod minus 1, that is 1. This is the answer. Tell me now it is clear? Such an easy question. Everybody, have you noted the question? We noted the question? Okay. So now I am assigning class assessment test to you guys. Just go through your dashboard, check, and let me know whether the test is visible to you or not. Okay, I have assigned. Let me know in the comment. Let me know in the chat whether it is visible or not. Visible? Okay. So now quickly attempt it, and we'll have a discussion of this test after 10 to 15 minutes. Okay.